Well. Here we are again.
Hey,
Here we are again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 2 of Allegedly Adults. I
yes,
am
sir.
Steven, and joining me, as always, my homie, my Brody, my right-hand man, the man with the plan. That's my homie Jordan. What's going on?
What's up, y'all?
Dumbledore with the okay.
No Dumble, no door. We in
Oh, all right. That's what we on this episode. Okay.
it.
Jordan, tell the people what we will be talking about today.
Today, we are going to ask a very important question, which is summer the best season out of the
Hmm.
four?
Okay.
I think that we should answer the question at the end. We've kind of broken it down a little bit into some categories, and we're going to talk about some different aspects of summer. And then at the end, we can decide, whether or not we think that summer is the best season. So to
Okay.
kick us off, and my man, I'm
Actually,
going to ask,
hold
uh,
up. Before we
uh,
get started,
okay, what you
this is
got?
episode 2. I got two things to everybody's attention.
What we
First
got?
of all, thank you for all the love and support to all those who have watched and reached out for our first episode. We deeply appreciate it. I just like to
Absolutely.
say all feedback is welcome. So don't feel like you need to hold back. Let us know if we're doing something wrong. Please and
Tell
thank you.
us the truth.
Yes, please. And if you have any suggestions on anything you would like us to talk about, let us know, please.
Absolutely. If you have a top 10, if you have a topic that you want us to talk about or, rant about, and shoot it over to either Steve or me, and we would be more than happy to take your suggestions.
Absolutely. And the second thing, I just want to say happy birthday to someone.
Ooh,
Alan Iverson, happy 49th birthday, my man.
hey, happy birthday, AI. The original AI, not this new.
uh, he is the answer. All right, summertime. Everybody loves summer, right? Summer
I hope
vacation.
so.
What are some of your favorite things about summer?
So how do you want to do this? You want to ping pong it, or you want me to just
Let's
kind of
just
say,
let's just go, man. Let's
all
just see
right,
what
all
happens.
right, all right. So I think underrated thing about summer is that it's not an event to just go outside.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have to get all bundled up. You don't have to like curse all the way to your car because it's so damn cold. Like you don't have to do that. You don't have to worry about putting on a jacket. You ain't got to worry about, oh, is it too cold for a t-shirt but too warm for, you could just go outside. Like you could just throw on shorts and a t-shirt and you're good. You don't even, unless it's super hot, you don't even really pay attention to the fact that there is a temperature. You just walk
Yeah,
out and you don't even think about it. That is, especially living in the Midwest, because where you're at, where I'm at, it's cold as hell. So yeah, it's just warm and it's nice. You can just go outside.
dude. I'll tell you what though. Today I thought I was in the fall.
Was a
Was it
little
cold where you were, dude, bro?
no.
My goodness, windy as heck, cold as heck. Whenever somebody would walk in, this like gusts of just cold air would come in with them, and we're just like, dang, like where'd this come from? Thought it was June.
I was
My
about to say
goodness.
it's almost to the middle of June. That's wild that it was cold up
Wow.
there. What do you like about summer, Steve? What are your favorite things about it?
Mm. Favorite things about summer. Gotta say, getting together with people, nice bonfire,
For sure,
some
for sure.
marshmallows, s'mores, that sort of thing. Growing up as a kid, man, summertime, it was like you were just outside all day
Mm-hmm.
and you wouldn't necessarily know what you were going to get into that day, but you would always find yourself getting into something with
Oh
someone.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you'd be riding your bike from house to house, knocking on your friends' doors, like, "Hey, can you hang out today?" No, all right,
Mm-hmm.
or yeah, all right, let's roll. Let's go to so and so's house, see if they can hang out, and then you just get as many people as you can and figure it out. And then before you know it, it's late and it's time to go home and eat dinner, shower up, and get back to it the next
I
day.
was about to say do the same thing the next. I mean, that was our routine. We would all grab our bikes, start riding around town, do whatever we were gonna do. We'd always end up at somebody's house or at a park or something. And then
Mm-hmm.
when it was time to come inside, we went in, we ate dinner, and then we played video games until 3 in the morning, and then all hung out at 9 in the morning the next day. So it was, I mean, we were probably the most structured I've ever been in my entire life, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
but yeah, man. Summertime, it's nice to be out in the sun. You know, it's nice to find some water to cool off, and it's just nice to
Absolutely.
be around people because I mean, people are just happier in the summertime. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like how can you be upset when it's 80 degrees and sunny and you can just go take a walk or go sit on your porch and
Exactly.
in the morning and have your coffee? Like it, yeah, it just provides a way to just be able to get fresh air. Another
Exactly.
thing that I wanted to say about summer, it's just like it's time for vacations.
And for me and my family, we have multiple birthdays throughout the summer. So
Yep,
that's another excuse to get together.
absolutely,
You know, every
absolutely.
every year get together on birthdays. Those are some of the best memories too.
Do you like to swim?
I I love swimming.
Really?
I do.
I probably haven't gone swimming in 10 years.
Hold up. That's cap. You went swimming last summer for like 10 minutes
Okay,
in Vegas.
okay, okay. All right. Yeah, in that frigid pool. No, but before that, like, no, maybe not 10 years, but a good five. Like, absolutely a good 5 years since I've gotten into a pool.
I feel you there. It's not that I love swimming. I do love swimming, but the past few years I definitely have not swam as much as I used to. That's 100% a fact.
It's like I'm not 7 years old. I don't want to just go jump in the pool. Like, I don't
Well,
want to do that.
it's not even that though. Like I don't have a pool. I don't think
Yeah.
anybody I know that lives close by has a pool. So it's like
You guys have a lot of, like, do a lot of people have pools up by you?
I would say a decent amount, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That was part of the challenge growing up was trying to find somebody who had a pool.
Yep.
As a
Yep.
kid, bro, oh my gosh.
I remember
Literally
my
riding around trying to find somebody.
my buddy's neighbors had a pool, so we would always go over there and swim. And then another one of my friends, somebody like family friend or whatever, had a pool down the road, and they gave us free reign. And then we would definitely take advantage of it by sneaking in their pool at like 2 or 3 in the morning, try to be quiet as possible. Their son would come home from the bar, and we'd like hide in the water, like try not to be seen.
We are on some Navy SEAL stuff. I
Some
see.
Navy SEAL stuff.
Yeah. I'll say ultimately those are probably my favorite parts of summer right there.
Yeah.
And then not to mention like the ice cream, like chasing down the ice cream man.
Well, that kind of is a perfect segue because the next thing that we were going to ask is what's the best food for summertime? And we might as well just jump into ice cream
Listen,
because yeah, I mean, that's on mine. So it's definitely something I was going to say.
man, the ice cream truck was different. I don't know how it looks nowadays. I couldn't tell you the last time I had ice cream from my ice cream truck. Low key, I've been craving it though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I'll see them and I'll be like, should I stop this man? For some like, nah, I'm gonna let him go. But
What have you been craving from the ice cream truck?
you ever have a two ball screwball,
Yes, sir.
a little
Absolutely.
bubble gum at the bottom?
Bubblegum at the bottom. Yep.
Yeah, that was my stuff. That was my stuff. And then not that I've been craving these, but I remember the all the character pops. So you would have like SpongeBob, Sonic, the ones that just look haunting,
Yeah.
just the demented faces. Got SpongeBob's eye drooping one. Like, man, I
Looks
remember I
like
used to have those.
you see SpongeBob in a fever dream. Like I was a big I always got Klondike bars from the ice cream man.
From the ice cream truck.
Well,
Okay.
because we never had them in the house. And so my first experience with a
Why is
Klondike
there
bar,
always a bug while we're filming, bro? Get out of here.
well, you
I'm
gotta
sorry to
feel that
interrupt
thing.
you, bro, but come on, bro. He's just he gone now, but every time that's a man. Anywho,
Y'all y'all gotta have trial by combat now.
I
Like
guess so.
you need to
I
make the
guess.
square and settle it.
Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Nah, I'll play it.
Yeah, but no, I would always get Klondike bars from the ice cream truck, and I know that's like lame. I mean, obviously, I got the screwballs and I got the bomb pops and I got all that stuff, but I would get
Mm-mm.
those because we never had them in the house. Like, and Klondike bars really like I don't know if it's that big of a deal anymore, but Klondike bars suck. Like, once
You
you
don't like Klondike
become,
bars?
they're just boring as hell. Like,
Dude, I love Klondike bars. I
it's
love
just
the
a
ice,
it's just a thin chocolate shell with vanilla ice cream. That's all it is.
but it's so satisfying when you break that shell and get into the smooth vanilla ice cream.
Okay, go get a dip. Go get a dip cone. Like, What are you talking about?
I could, but like, got Klondike bars in the freezer. You know, you can just walk to the
I
freezer,
guess.
grab a Klondike bar, be good.
I guess. I don't know. I just so when
And
I
they,
was a kid, I always heard that damn song. The what would you do
what
for
would
a
you do?
Klondike bar? So I thought
Well, what
like
would you do?
I saw people on TV jumping off of planes and stuff to go and get one of these things. So I was like, this shit better be fire. And I get to the ice cream truck and it's just an ice cream bar without a stick. That's all it was. It's
So
lame.
you. So what would you do for a Klondike bar? Nothing.
I don't know, pay $2 at the store if I really feel like getting mid ice cream.
Shoot, give me that coupon. You know, it ain't that price
You
no
can have
more.
them all. You can have them all. Eventually, when we have our own, complex for this stuff, then we'll keep Klondike bars in the freezer for you.
All right, I will hold you to that. Shoot.
Okay, but if we ever get a complex, you can have as many Klondike bars as you want. Okay.
Oh man. For the Klondike bars, have you had like the other flavors, like the Reese's or like the Heath bar? I think there's like a crunch one, double chocolate. Nah, those are solid. But I like the original for sure.
Now,
But
okay. Granted, I know that I was the person that said I used to get them, and then I went on a rant about how they sucked. But as a kid, you're like, oh yeah, this is cool. And then you get older and you try other stuff and you're like, this is like the free version of an app that I don't even want anymore.
hey man,
Like
sometimes simplicity is good.
I will agree with you there because I love vanilla ice cream, like just vanilla ice cream. It might be the most boring sentence that I've ever said in my life, but I really just like vanilla ice cream, especially from Culver's. That Culver's vanilla custard, I don't need anything else in there at all. Just give me a big bowl of that and I am good.
Custard is different, man. We better stop before we get on a tangent about custard. But but nah, I would say the one other one that I remember getting from the ice cream truck. So WWE used to have their own ice cream bars, and it was like this sheet of cookie and it had like a portrait of whatever wrestler it was. Then you had the vanilla ice cream. Then you would have like chocolate on the very, very bottom of it. It was so satisfying, dude. It's one of those things that I wish were still around because it was so simple but so good.
I'm not hip to that at all, but it sounds dope. I don't know. I don't know, but
Anywho,
anyway,
what other food are you
oh,
chalking up to
barbecue, bro.
summertime?
Barbecue all day, bro.
Yeah.
Give me some smoked pulled pork or some ribs. Give
Just
me
smoked
something like
anything,
that.
bro.
Smoked anything. Give me some
Anything.
steak.
You
Let
ever
me
had
eat
smoked
outside too.
you ever had smoked cream cheese?
Oh, I haven't.
Bro, bro.
Smoked cream cheese?
Smoked cream cheese is different. Next time you come here, granted it's good weather. I'll have Ed, please make this man some smoked cream cheese. Please and thank
Smoked
you.
cream. Okay, let me know. Tell me what that is. It just a slightly darker block of cream cheese? Do you put any breading on it? Like, what
You
are
can
we?
do whatever you want with it. But to answer your question, yes, it's just more satisfying because it's smoked.
Do you just eat it on its own?
No, you can take whatever you want. You can take a Ritz cracker and scoop it up if you want. It doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah, I get I guess if you were gonna make like a dip with it, for sure, I can see how that would add like
No,
another
you don't
dimension
even.
of
But
flavor.
this thing, you don't even need a dip though. You literally just take whatever you want to dip it in and just use the cream cheese as your dip. I'm telling you, man.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll believe you. The last one I had was just hamburgers and hot dogs because that's just the staple.
Yeah.
I, you've probably had them. I don't. I feel like we've talked about them before. Pineapple brats. You ever had a
Mm-mm.
pineapple brat?
No, and I love
Oh
pineapple stuff.
my god! Do you guys have Hy-Vee where you're at?
I don't know. Do we? I don't. I don't know.
Well, if you don't know, you probably don't then because Hy-Vee's kind of a bigger. At least here it is. But if you go to their butcher shop, they have pineapple brats, and that like when you eat those, you never want another brat ever again. Like another type of brat, it doesn't even come close. It's sweet, Like it's savory. It's so effing good. They're probably like I would take a pineapple bra over a hot dog or a hamburger every single time.
Over a cheeseburger.
Not a cheeseburger at a restaurant, but a cheeseburger at a cookout is different because cheeseburgers at cookouts suck.
Really? What
Yes,
cookouts you
bro.
going to, my man?
Bro, there's no you're not unless you cook it on a Blackstone, like you're not gonna make a good enough burger to compete with
Hey.
any of my favorite burger places. I'm sorry. I don't want this big old meatloaf burger.
That thick burger.
Yeah, I don't want this thick burger with an untoasted
No, I feel
bun.
you. I feel you.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it's you eat it because they make it, and I'm not gonna be like, no, I don't want that. I'm not gonna be a snob about it, but I will right now for sure.
I definitely
take, cookout hamburgers suck.
Hey, you heard them. Let them know what you think in the comments.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'm definitely more on the smash burger side, but man, you can make a pretty good burger at a cookout, man, even without a Blackstone.
But when you're cooking for a bunch of people, like you're not if you're cooking for like if it's like you, your mom and Ed, you know, you can kind of it doesn't take as much to like kind of go crazy with it and put different stuff in the beef or like have a topping that wouldn't normally. But when you're cooking for a lot of people, like you're just trying to slam those things out. And it's just not like half the time I go to cookouts, there's not even salt and pepper on the damn thing.
That's just tragic.
I know. Well, maybe I'm going to the wrong cookouts, I guess.
Maybe you need to come to Michigan, have some Michigan cookouts, my man.
Get some apparently good burgers and smoked cream cheese. That's what I'm missing out on.
Why not combine them? Get real weird. My goodness, what are we talking about here?
I don't know.
Yeah, I would agree though. Burgers, hot dogs, you know, that typical thing. What about because I know everybody loves watermelon. That's like a staple in the summertime.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Me. You don't like watermelon?
Nah. Not
I see. I didn't think that anybody didn't like watermelon, but also found out my mom doesn't like watermelon. So you guys have that in common, which I think is weird, but you know.
It just doesn't.
Yeah, my fiance doesn't like watermelon.
Hey, we got three.
I never thought I'd be in a situation where I was in the minority for liking watermelon.
I promise you, after this episode airs, I'm gonna be hearing it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Gosh, man. But nah, it just doesn't do it for me, man. There's so many other fruits I would rather have than watermelon.
What's your favorite fruit then?
I would say pineapple overall.
Okay, yeah, fresh pineapple is top tier fruit.
I would say lately, I've been having a lot of stuff with peach. I don't know if that's just what's been being pushed lately, but I feel like this year
peach is a popular flavor right now.
I was gonna say I feel like it's been pushed even more so than in the past because I feel like anywhere I go, anything I have, it's always offered with peach, and I always say yes because
a good peach is really good too. We used to go to Seattle, and I'll talk about this later because we would go in the summers. But Pike Place Market up there, they have like the freshest peaches you ever had. I mean, they are. Mm-hmm. It's really hard to find a peach better, to be honest with you. And a good peach, like if you get a good, the problem with peaches is like it's two completely different ends of the spectrum. Like a bad peach is disgusting and mushy, and a good peach is like top tier. So
yeah, but I would say pineapple, peaches. Like I said, that's another bug. What is going on here? Lord save me. Kiwi, grapes.
Okay,
no, not doing it.
Not a big kiwi guy. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah, kiwi's my that was one of my faves as a kid.
Strawberry kiwi is a very good flavor though.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. We're going off on tangents now. Okay.
All right. So number 3, what's your favorite thing to do in the summer?
I mean, as a kid, we already kind of touched on it. You know, hanging out with friends, going swimming, that sort of thing. We used to always find basketball courts to play at. That was always our thing, trying to get enough people to run a nice pickup game or like
for sure. Or football or baseball, any sport like
badminton.
Okay.
Yeah. Badminton, I would say cornhole, not bags, cornhole.
Bro, hide and seek.
Yes,
Like,
dude.
yes. Go
No,
ahead.
go for it. Go for it.
Well,
Go for it. Go
no.
for it. Go for it.
Hide and seek when you're playing at night, when there's a bunch of people around and you use your whole street. That was some of the most fun
Yep.
I have ever
Yep.
had in my life was
Yep.
the street that we lived on. We were all like close to the same age, and every weekend during the summer, my buddy's parents had people over and we would play hide and seek throughout the whole block. And it was the best. And it was like
Yeah, dude.
hide and seek tags. So like if you got
Yep.
tagged, you were it. So you had to
Mhm.
like, and then there was like a base or like a safe zone or whatever, and you had to like touch the tree and say something.
Man, that takes me back. There were so many variations of hide and seek that we would play too.
Yeah.
We would, I forget what we called it, but we would play it. But we would play hide and seek tag across the neighborhood, like you said. But we would play with like Nerf guns or like
Ooh,
lightsabers, like weird, like toys like that.
just beat the
Allegedly. Anyway.
Allegedly.
But yeah, man, those are some of the best memories, I would say. Yeah, Nerf guns for sure. Now that I'm thinking about it, man. I remember this one kid I grew up with. He had this thing called the long shot, which was like the sniper rifle of Nerf guns, right?
Mhm.
And that was like the big weapon. So he had that, and you could like take it apart to make two weapons out of that. And if you had that, boy, you were the truth for real.
Somebody had money. I had a freaking shotgun and a pistol. That's all I ever had.
Yeah, man, that was fun. Or like water gun fights. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I will say the idea of having a water gun fight is always more fun than the actual fight itself.
Yeah, because you
the
get through a
actual
clip and then you gotta go fill it up.
right, the actual fight lasts like 15 seconds, and then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, hold on 1 second, be right back. Gotta go to the hose. Like,
And then yeah, for sure. For sure.
or like same thing with water balloons. Like after you would get through all the water balloons, it's like, dang, fill some more up, or dang, we're all out.
Did you guys ever like find like one like regular balloon and fill that up with water and then just smack it because it was huge?
What?
We'd put it on the ground and just smack it and do everything to it to try to pop it.
No.
Yeah, it was like a BBL that you could, take wherever you want.
Wow. Okay. Here we are.
Here we are.
My goodness.
And
Those were fun too.
you played summer basketball, right?
Yes. Yes.
So I didn't play summer basketball, but I did play baseball. And not a huge baseball fan at this point in my life, but back in the day, baseball games during the summer were like the most fun, like going to tournaments and your whole team's there and you're just stuck at this complex of baseball fields for 10 hours and you've got 8 games and your parents want to die the whole time. And they're just subtly reminding you that they hate you for this because they have to spend their entire Saturday watching 12-year-olds miss a baseball. Like, but that was some of the most fun. Like, I remember there would be like malls in the town that we're playing in. So we'd go there and hang out or something in between games and get kicked out of stores because we would like scream into the fan or something. Like, we were such idiots and we were little. Another one is like, doesn't apply anymore, but like no school. Like, you can do whatever you want to do.
Heck yeah, dude.
Like, you could just do whatever you wanted to do. Oh, dude.
Literally, that last day of school, you would just have your little yearbook, get all the signatures, all the phone numbers, be like, Liz Link. And the next day, you're dialing those numbers, like, let's see if you can
3 months of what.
Or you'll get calls, like, bro.
Yep. And
like, oh, I got his number. Let me see if he can hang out. Or, oh, I got her number. Let me see if he can, or she can hang out. Like,
got her number. Steve was out here just Riz God in high school over the summer.
Allegedly. Anywho, that's why this is called the Allegedly Adults podcast. Anywho,
because we're not. No, but what I was gonna say, one more thing before we move on to the next one, is kind of sad to think about. You will never experience the last day of school ever again. Like, that's one of those things where it happens and you don't even appreciate the fact that you're never going to have that feeling of like euphoria again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's definitely just not true because I'm going to school to be a teacher right now. So I will feel that every year until I retire. Didn't really think about that. I mean, at least for you. So ha 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 ha.
Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah. Mr. Dickhead. That's your teacher, ladies and gentlemen.
That'd be me.
But one thing I wanted to add about the sports in the summertime, the worst, and I mean the worst, was when you were playing basketball in a hot mother effing gym with no AC and no fan, and it was like 95 plus outside.
And a water fountain that tasted like metal.
Dude, we would have like back-to-backs those days too.
Mm-hmm.
Be a nice little tiny gym. Shout out to St. Cecilia, you know. But man, those were some of the best memories. But also looking back, it's like, how did we get through that?
Well, and I like at least my baseball tournaments were outside. I bet your parents, I bet your mom hated you. Like, what are the worst parts about summer? I hate to put you on the spot like that, but now that we're talking, like, the warm is nice because you can go outside, but like too hot is just as bad as too cold.
Being too hot, not having anything to drink, like on the side of you. Like if you're at the park and you're playing all day and you didn't bring anything with you and you don't have any money on you to go to the store and get something, you got to take your butt home, however far you are, just to get something. You know what I mean? Like I remember that being the worst.
That absolutely sucked. Also, like throughout the day, like, I don't know. For me, I stayed home by myself when my parents went to work. I'm sure you did too. Like you eat like crap. Like you're just eating pizza rolls and ramen noodles and grilled cheese sandwiches and mac and cheese every day. Like, granted, when you're a kid, you're in heaven, but oh God. Like
when I tell you my summer diet from 6th to 8th grade was 7-Eleven taquitos and Slurpees.
Oh, bro. God. I mean, the Slurpees, absolutely, but 7-Eleven taquitos?
We would like each of us in our little friend group, whoever we were hanging out with that day, we would see whatever money we could get together and we would all just put it together towards getting food for all of us. So it'd be either taquitos or it'd be like a Little Caesars pizza. You know what I mean? And then hopefully we have enough for a Slurpee at the end. Otherwise we're getting like Arnold Palmer's or something.
Oh, and Arnold Palmer's were the best. You put me on to Arnold Palmer too. Yeah. So the first time after I moved away, the first time that I came up to see you, and I think that was the summer between 5th and 6th grade. I want to say it was maybe 6th and 7th. I know we were
6
like
and 7. I think it was 6 and 7.
We were between like 10 and 12. I know that.
Yeah.
I had never had an Arnold Palmer before, and we're all hanging out with everybody, you know, the old squad, and somebody was like, grab me an Arnold Palmer, and everybody was like, shit, we'll all get Arnold Palmers. And I'm like, I don't know what this is. And then I tried it, and I drank so much Arnold Palmer after that like I probably have done irreversible damage to my esophagus. Like the amount of heartburn that those things used to give me, and I did not care at all. I drank it every day.
Yeah, my bad.
That's not your fault. That's my impulsivity and lack of self-control. That's what that is.
Like if you got a nice ice cold Arnold Palmer on one of those hot summer days, man.
So Aldi, do you guys have Aldi?
Yes, we do.
Aldi sells it by the jug.
Yep.
And I would play Modern Warfare 3 with all my boys at night and drink an entire jug in one night.
You different.
Yeah. Gremlin. Sure. Like disgusting, bro.
You're a fiend for that one. Nah,
that's Sunny D.
Dude,
I can't even drink Sunny D anymore.
But, dude, if somebody invites you over and they're like, "Yeah, we got water, we got milk, we got Sunny D," always picking the Sunny D.
Absolutely. Always. Kool-Aid Jammers.
Ooh, Kool-Aid Jammers are like the
barrels.
Yes,
the barrels full of juice concentrate. Like that shit should have been cut with water. You could chew it. It might as well have been Jello. But it was so good.
What else we had? Capri Suns.
Gatorade out of the big, tall, skinny
Dude,
bottle with the
dude.
twist.
Yes, though that hit different. It just
That
hit
it did.
different.
The blue Gatorade out of the twist
Yes.
bottle hit
Yes.
different.
Yes, absolutely, dude, man.
Ooh, quick summer thing. What's your favorite Gatorade flavor?
Blue, cool blue. Or
Cool
no,
blue?
no. Glacier Freeze.
Okay, yeah.
Granted, I haven't had Gatorade in probably like 5 years, but
No, I can't
Glacier
drink it
Freeze.
anymore, but I used to drink a lot of Gatorade through the summer.
Same,
And it was
bro. That was my drink.
my grandma, because like I lived with my grandma. She didn't know like what flavors I liked. She just knew I liked Gatorade. So every week when she went to the grocery store, it was just a game of guess who, which with flavor I'm gonna get. I love you, Grandma. I know you're watching this, and I love you. How do you go through the store and you pick out mango, berry, like every flavor that's not the one that people drank? You somehow managed, and I still
Hey,
drank it because it's
hey.
still Gatorade. But who the hell wants a mango Gatorade?
Hey, chill out your grandma, man.
Hey,
Chill,
my
man.
grandma has blessed me more than I could count, but the Gatorade flavors were not one. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Actually, quick aside about Gatorade. I drank so much Gatorade one summer that when I went to the dentist, he told me you have to stop. He literally looked at me and was like, dude, I'm telling you, you cannot
Dude.
drink this anymore. You can't, you have to stop or your teeth are going to be done. Because apparently Gatorade like really melts the enamel off your teeth, like it eats it off because it's so like it's just got so much sugar and shit packed in it. And he told me, he said, Jordan, you have to stop drinking this. And I didn't.
Oh boy. That would have been funny if you just pulled the Gatorade just now, like, and I didn't. Just before we get into the next thing, did you ever like I know you in the last episode we talked about movies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You said you weren't really a big movie guy. Did you ever like was that your thing to go to the movies in the summertime?
Yeah. Oh
You know,
yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
blockbuster movies?
Yeah, we well, so we had a movie store in town and we would definitely go. Like, don't get me wrong, we
Yeah.
would go. But we also like went to the movies a lot in the summer. Cause my buddy's mom would take us to the movies like, you know, probably once a week, you know, on like at night, obviously, not through the day. But like you get through, you know, doing whatever you're doing for the day, and then she'd take us to the movies. And that was we went to the movies a lot actually.
Some banger movies back then too, bro. Like, do you remember? Did you ever see Transformers when it went in theaters?
Dude, I can't remember. I can't remember if I saw that in theaters or if I probably not, because I feel like that's an experience I would have remembered.
That was one of the summer blockbusters that I remember most for sure.
Yep.
Or like The Incredible Hulk when that came out in theaters, that was a big one.
I remember there was a Kevin Hart special that aired in theaters.
Oh, really?
I think it was Laugh at My Pain. It was the one where he goes, "Help me." Like I don't remember what that one was called, but we went to the theater to see that one because that was when Kevin Hart was like at the height of his powers. And I'm talking height of his powers before like this internet world that we lived in, like the social media era, because he's obviously blown up with like, you know, all the movies that he's been in, but like his stand-up height, stand-up for sure, that was like the height of his powers. And so that was a big deal. And I remember laughing very, very hard at a packed theater to see some stand-up.
Nice. Yeah, I love going to the theater in the summertime, whether it be like the regular show or we used to have a dollar show nearby, so we would go there sometimes.
Like it was $1 for a night for a movie or something.
I think it was like dollar tickets or something like that.
Oh, dollar tickets to the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Real quick, Rotten Tomatoes, I was looking, they have their top 10 summer blockbuster films of all time. This is according to them. I don't know if you want me to go through them.
Yeah, go through it. Let's do it.
So at number 10, they have Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope.
Okay, well, yeah, let's speak on a movie that came out 20 years before we were born.
Number 9, they have Star Trek, but the one that came out in 2009.
That's number 9
That's number 9.
over Star Wars.
I've never sat and watched the Star Trek movies.
I can't believe that.
Maybe I need to.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I mean, but I cannot believe, especially the one that came out in 2009.
Yeah.
Like, okay, all right. What's number 8?
Number 8. I hope you've seen this in theaters because this was awesome in theaters. But The Dark Knight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. And then number 7, Finding Nemo. Classic.
Saw that one in theaters too. Absolutely.
Number 6 is Up.
Saw that one in theaters. That one was a tearjerker. Up is the most messed up beginning to a movie ever. Let's just make you cry before we make you laugh.
Like, shoot, is there any laughing at that point? I mean, my goodness.
I don't know.
Number 5, Alien. That's the 1979.
Yep.
Number 4 is Toy Story 3. I remember when that came out. That was another.
Saw that one in the theaters too.
Another tearjerker.
That one was a tearjerker for sure.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, definitely need some Kleenex with that one. Number 3 is Inside Out.
Saw that one in theaters too. Yeah, I love that.
You seen that in theaters?
Yeah.
Dang, okay.
Yeah, I actually loved that movie. That was like a fun.
I like the movie.
Yeah. Can I guess what number 1 is?
Hold up. You gotta guess number 2.
I thought number 2 was Inside Out. Was that number 3?
No, that was number 3.
Okay, what's number 2?
Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that one.
And then number 1, let's see if you can guess. You get 3 guesses.
Avatar.
No. Dude, I forgot about Avatar. Now you say
that. It's not on that list. How is Avatar not on that list?
This is Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, don't shoot the messenger. But yeah, I agree. Avatar that came out in the summer, right? Yeah, that was a great movie. I honestly, the sequel went hard too. I don't know if you watched the sequel.
Becca really loves him. She loved the sequel. Probably more than the first one.
I might agree with her on that sequel.
That's the water one, right?
Yeah, that movie was so beautiful.
It was a very good movie.
All right, but 2 more guesses.
2 more guesses. I would have bet my whole house on Avatar. So I got nothing.
I don't know if this movie came out in the summer, but I would have guessed Jaws. I'm pretty sure it came out in the summer.
Is it like Titanic or something?
It's E.T. Which is a classic.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't expect it to be number 1, but fair enough. Yes, phone home.
Okay, so
a little top 10 for you.
So the last category before we kind of decide whether or not summer is the best season is like, give me some of your favorite summer memories.
One that jumps out is, like we mentioned earlier, that summer that you came up here between 6th and 7th grade.
For sure.
Spent the entire day at the park with, like, I want to say at least 20 kids.
Oh, it was a bunch of us.
Like, it was literally like 20 or 25 of our friends. Like, there was we played just about every game on the playground you could think of. We played football, all that stuff, bro.
Yeah, we did everything that day.
All day. Like, I remember being so just exhausted, but also at the same time, it was so much fun. I would say that one definitely jumps out. What do you got? You got any?
Vegas?
Hey, okay.
Duh. Like, that was
See, I was trying to think, like, from when I was a kid, but you're right. Vegas 100%.
Vegas, we did so much, and it was just like it was so cool. Just being able to see everything. You saw Summer League, you saw, you got to see the Las Vegas Aces play.
We got to meet Israel Adesanya. Yeah, that's my dog.
Hit on my wife.
Allegedly.
Coming for you, Izzy. I'm coming for you.
Allegedly.
Me and Dumbledore ain't messing around.
But yeah, man, Vegas was dope, man. Vegas was dope. Going back in the summertime, that's that heat, man.
Yeah, let's not go in July next time. Let's not do that.
And if we do, let's let's plan a little better to.
Yeah, let's also not get evicted from our Airbnb. Not your fault. Not your fault, but what the hell? Hey, here's a summer memory for you.
Oh gosh,
We're in our Airbnb in Vegas. One day we come home from having a good day and there is an eviction notice on the door. That was a nice little, 10 cups of coffee at 2 a.m. And we're calling our parents. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I have the room looking like CSI Miami trying to figure out who the owner of the Airbnb is. All for it not to matter even a little bit.
Yeah, everything worked out. We're all good.
Yeah, everything worked
All
out.
good.
And I'm not going to say the name,
Gosh,
so
man.
I hope that you get booked again, but don't ever do that to people. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not nice. It's not nice to scare people like that when they're 1,000 miles away from home.
Yeah, that was quite the experience. I will say, though, she was real cool about it. But also, that place just had a beautiful view, bro.
It did. It did.
Dude, waking up every morning to that view. Gosh. So just, you can see the skyline.
You know what? Actually, go ahead for a second because I am going to see if I can find the view to put up behind me. Just so
Man, another summer memory. I really just remember basketball, going to pools, hanging out with friends. Nothing like, at least at the moment, nothing's really jumping out at me. It was pretty much the same thing every day. Like I said, just hanging out with different people, seeing what we could get into.
And yeah, I mean, that really
Traveling.
was the best. That was the best part of summer was just hanging out with the buddies and just seeing, what you can get into and everything like that. That was the best part.
Trying to get home before the time I was told to be home at.
Yep. Absolutely.
I would have to have my bike in the garage closed, and inside the house by a certain time. If I was outside putting my bike in the garage past that time, I would get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So that,
that race to the door.
Yeah, that was always exciting. And then another thing too is like when you're done playing outside, have your buddies come over, spend the night, watch movies, play video games all night, whether it be like NBA 2K or some random like movie game, like freaking
2K
me and
fantasy drafts, bro.
What's up?
Doing the 2K fantasy drafts.
Yes, or like NBA Live, NBA Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are so many fun games out there that we used to play. Mario Kart, Wii Sports. We gotta have a video game episode one of these days.
We will. Oh, we'll definitely do that. All right. For the people,
how we doing?
This was our view outside of our Airbnb that we stayed at in Vegas. I mean, you got the entire city. Yeah. You can see that, and you can't sit right here. If my pen would load here, I'll put it right above my head. Right there is the sphere. And when that thing was lit, because this picture is taken at like a half lens, when that thing was lit up, I mean, it was right there. And that thing was awesome.
That thing was sick. And then it would randomly still be on in the morning too when you woke up. Mm-hmm. And it's like, why is that thing still on at freaking 7 o'clock in the morning? But
well, and like it was summer league too, so that a lot of the time they just had it looking like a big basketball.
Mm-hmm. Summer league was so cool. We definitely got to do that again.
We should have we need to do some sort of basketball podcast and like basketball episode, and we need to talk about summer league, just kind of everything we saw there, because we have before, but not on here. And that summer league was like, if you have the chance to go to summer league, I suggest that you do it, because it like and it kind of wipes out, like there's not as much pressure, so they're just kind of hooping, and it's really fun to see. And you see some insane highlights, because some of these dudes that are freak athletes but just don't have the game put together the way that some of the other prospects do, but they're still like, it's like, you're never going to know when you're going to see somebody just get yammed on. Like we watched Kai Jones baptize Victor Wembanyama. That was insane.
So many memories, man. So many memories. You also run into like the most random people too.
For real.
Like you'll be walking through the main areas and you'll see random people like freaking LSK or Jezer. We met Taz Mellis from the No Dunks podcast.
That was awesome. I saw
like 2 sections from us.
the Through the Wire guys. Well, it's a different show now, but I got to meet Kenny and Mike from that show, and that was really cool. We were eating breakfast at Hash House, and we're walking out. We're like,
go.
Like, is that Davion Mitchell?
Yep.
And it was. He was just standing in line.
Literally, Davion Mitchell walking out, just holding literally holding a basketball in his hand. Like, it's crazy. There's who else do we run into? I feel like there's somebody else we're missing, but you'll be surprised at who you run into.
We were walking through a hotel and we heard kids say that was John Jones. Now,
I remember.
See John Jones,
but we looked at each other. We're like,
yeah, no, it's just like, where John Jones? Where? Like, we had to find it. And then we got in an elevator to see if he had gone up a floor, and we were like, what the hell are we doing?
Yeah, we were we ain't these people. What are we doing? Definitely a lot of fun though. Vegas was cool. Before we get into that, there's one other thing I want to say about summertime.
Okay.
Especially summertimes in Michigan. If you have the chance to go up north during the summer in Michigan, do it. There are so many beautiful spots you can go to, so many nice places to be at, so many cool places to see and good food to eat. Like talking like Mackinac, Grand Marais, Traverse City, Sleeping Bear Dunes. Like there's just so many places. Gotta go check them out.
I would really like to be up north for a summer one time. I think that would be really cool because I've never gotten to go up north in Michigan. Like I've never gone to the UP or anything.
Yeah, we're gonna make that happen. We're 100% gonna make that happen. It's amazing up there.
The question that needs to be asked is: summer the best season? No.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
It's
definitely not my favorite. Definitely not my favorite. I don't know if we really answered that question this episode. We kind of just got off on random tangents, but yeah, I'm gonna say
it was all summer related.
It was summer related. Don't get me wrong, but no, I don't think it is. I
think fall is the best season to me.
I always go back and forth between fall and winter just because I love the holiday season.
Yeah, I mean, but that's like a week.
No.
Or like a month. It's a month.
But it's just a different feeling. But the fall too, dude, like there's something about putting hoodies on, going to like an apple orchard. You know what I mean? Getting some donuts and cider.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And like, you got the beginning of basketball season, you got football starting, you got college football going.
The cool, crisp air, like
absolutely. It's a different fall has a different feeling to me than any other. And each season has, its own distinct kind of feel in the air. But fall just has the best one to me.
Yeah. Like I said, I go back and forth all the time between fall and winter. But I think right now I'd probably lean more towards fall just thinking about it.
Well,
and then you got Halloween too. Like Halloween's always fun.
Halloween is fun. We need to do like a Halloween themed episode for sure.
Absolutely.
That would be
absolutely.
That would be good.
I already got some ideas brewing for that.
Well, speaking of that, future episodes. Do we want to tease the next episode that we're doing? Because it is going to be a banger. That's all I'm going to tell you.
You know what? Nah. We'll say this. I know we mentioned we're going to do a top 10 TV shows, and we will. I promise you we will. It's coming. But next episode, it's going to be related to a specific TV show. That's all I'm going to say. And hopefully most of you have seen it.
If you haven't, don't need you as a listener, to be honest with you. I'm just kidding.
Chill.
I'm just kidding.
Chill. Yeah.
No, we need all the years we can get right now.
Golly, this is episode 2. My goodness.
If you haven't worked it out that I'm the chaotic one and he's the one that calms me down, get it through your head, because that's how it is.
Sheesh, man.
But no, yeah, very, very excited for the next episode that we're not going to tell you anything about.
Yeah, sorry about that. You'll just have to tune in to find out, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I think we answered the question, which is summer the best season? No, it's not. It's great and it's fun, but it's just, it's not the best season. To me, anyways. Allegedly, it's not the best season.
I want to know what you guys think, though. Let us know.
What is your favorite season? And give us a reason why it's your favorite, too.
Yeah.
So let us know in the comments below. Best answer, funniest answer, I will read on the show the next episode.
Okay. I like that.
All right.
All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. This was episode 2 of Allegedly Adults. Please like, subscribe, comment your favorite season. Make sure you share the episode and stay tuned. See what we got brewing next.
Absolutely. Thank you for listening. Everything that he said, thank you.
Deuces.
How'd you feel about that one?
We're going to see what happens.
I don't know. I don't know, dude.